So, tell me, what are we talking about today?
Today on Keepin the GEEK BROS podcast, episode 124, we've got Wonder Woman 1984 delayed movie review, Star Wars The Bad Batch. I put The Bad Beach. Did you read it?
I did.
You're a bad bitch.
The Bad Beach.
I just wanted you to read it that way.
Star Wars The Bad Batch thus far. The Mighty Ducks Game Changers series review. Sinkhole swallows up parked cars. That's gonna be fun. Love, Death, and Robots season 2, episode 2 review. All this and more in this week's episode of Keeping Up with the GEEK BROS. Stay tuned.
In a world where geeking out never looked so good, two incredibly sexy men will rise for your auditory pleasure. Here's your hosts, Keeping Up with the GEEK BROS.
Yes! Keep the GEEK BROS podcast. I'm Vibe. With me are Darflex and Man, and we are the hosts of Keeping the GEEK BROS, a family podcast, allegedly. All right, so we're gonna move it forward. I gotta delete that. That's not relevant anymore. Actually, kind of is.
Well, what's going on with the Geek Bros?
Not a thing. I mean, for the most part, we've got our episodes. We finally caught up. So the last 3, 1, 21, 22, and 23 have all been uploaded, the audio and the video. So check it out. Sorry for the big dump, but Daddy wasn't feeling very motivated lately. But I'll be all right. I'll be all right. There should be snippets of our reviews. So if you don't watch the entire podcast, I will be clipping out excerpts of our reviews from them in time.
Yes.
We'll eventually be getting back to in-person reviews once, I guess, movie starts playing or we find something really to do. Maybe for I don't know what's coming out that's worthwhile to get us all back together and get in front of the real camera.
Damn, it's a good question. Nothing, like, I mean, all the good shit's coming on like HBO Max.
Yeah,
Fast
pretty
and
much.
Furious.
Could you imagine? There was an idea. There was an idea to do a road to Fast and the Furious where we reviewed every single movie on there. It was actually a request from somebody years ago. Remember we did the journey to the
Last Jedi.
Yeah, we did the journey to the Last Jedi. Didn't we do the journey to
the Force Awakens. The Force Awakens.
No, we did the Force Awakens, the Last Jedi, and the Rise of Skywalker. We did the journey too. We did a set of videos, and I think it was the Last Jedi. Somebody said, "Why don't you do this for the Fast and the Furious?" We could. I'm down if the guys are willing to spend a weekend, basically Friday, Saturday, and Sunday watching all the movies and doing reviews. And I would just do a bare bones edit. I just like very few clips, just drop it. So it's something we can think about. But other than that, I don't see anything. I mean, and no, don't say Black Widow. I'm not really. That's not something worthwhile to get us back together again. So
dude, I completely forgot that was a fucking movie.
Yeah, that's coming out. It's coming out.
It's like
we got Loki
Disney
coming out in
Plus?
2 days.
Yeah, we do.
We could get back together again, but remember these things come out weekly, so we'd have to wait. So that's gonna be what, 8 episodes, 8 weeks, 2 months. So I'm working on something. We'll get us back together again and in front of the big camera, do something real and fun. So I know that you guys are kind of tired of this whole social distance bobbleheads cubes thing. This could still be the format for the podcast, but we'll get back to the original stuff. We might even start doing skits again. Who knows? We'll see what happens. So stay tuned. We're working on it. We'll be back eventually, and if not, then this is what you got. Take it or leave it. All right, gents, what's on your mind? Flex.
My abstract got accepted, so that's a big deal for me. I'm gonna go present it.
Fantastic.
I'm gonna go present it this Thursday in St. Petersburg, so that's gonna be great. Other than that, I don't know, man. Wow, I've been really busy. Finishing up camp for Dustin Poirier. He's gonna fuck up Conor McGregor next month.
I know that's
so looking forward to that too.
All right. I like it. I like it a lot. We'll be able to say that when Flex becomes that guy We'll say we knew him once, and that I can blackmail him with all these old recordings when he tries to get me to take him down. All right, man, what's on your mind?
Damn. So I've officially got my own Xbox Series S.
Where'd you find that? Where was it found?
So my mother actually came through. It was actually pretty funny. She last week I tried to get her to buy one like on air, and it didn't work out. She actually mistakenly bought one from a scalper. So I was like, yeah, don't do that. So she was walking into Walmart one day, and she's like, you know what? Let me see if these people have one. And the guy ran back. He's like, we got one left. And she's like, I'll buy it right now. And then bam, I got one. So shout out to Mom. Love you. Thank you very much again. Yeah. So I actually had this is my very first Xbox ever.
So why'd you get it?
PlayStation broke my heart.
With what?
Everything. They suck. Sony sucks. And I will drop that on here. I don't want anything you guys have anymore. I'm not even getting a PS5.
They do.
Dude, hold on. Spider-Man's and shit, no?
It's a good game for as short as it is, sure.
God of War's and shit too, isn't it?
I thought that the Miles Morales game was short, not the actual Spider-Man game.
The Last of Us was the shit.
Yeah, but those are not. The Last of Us isn't a PlayStation exclusive.
Yes, it is.
Not anymore.
It's on Xbox?
I believe so.
I'm pretty sure it's not.
I'm gonna look for it right now. But anyways,
fact check that.
But either way, these exclusive games, they're not holding me to be a Sony man anymore. It's just
that's true.
It's not worth it for me. So other than that, my older daughter graduated from kindergarten today.
Woo!
So she had her little ceremony and everything today. So that was fun and filled and picturesque.
What'd you do for
Congratulations.
her?
Yeah, now I'm getting a first grader and another kindergartner. Yay.
He gave her the cake you didn't get for your birthday.
So what?
Yeah.
Yep.
And she told me she loved me.
And you said it back, of course.
That's an inside joke that nobody's gonna understand on this freaking podcast.
But other than that, just been working crazy hours because we're still shorthanded and we're finally opening everything all up again. So it's becoming normal. Yay.
That's good. Job security, right? That's what they all say. You should feel absolutely blessed that you have a job.
Sure. Yeah.
That's exactly my answer too when I hear that shit. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, sure. I feel great.
My job's fucking fantastic. I do what I want.
Fuck you some bitch. Okay, nobody gives a shit.
And I give myself raises.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm sure you do every day. You probably do that at home too, huh?
Oh. Yeah.
Oh. Goddamn right I do.
Oh, too soon.
And fact check. You're correct. But I still don't care. These are the PlayStation exclusives. Don't work for me. So
all right. Well, what's on my mind? I just celebrated allegedly my 37th birthday. That was
God damn.
What the fuck?
Anyhow, yeah, and it's funny because you know what I could do a super cut of every time I said my birthday and my age on these podcasts or on these things, and his reaction is usually the exact same shit. So,
but you keep getting fucking older and older.
That's what happens every year.
Is the reason you wear the beanie because of the receding hairline?
There's no receding hairline. It's just that my hair is not cut and I don't feel like brushing.
Thinning,
that's all.
Thinning.
It is not thinning.
Dude, it is thinning.
It is not thinning. What are you saying? My hair is not thinning.
I'm going to have to talk to Joseph and Giovanni. It is thinning.
It is not thinning. If it's thinning, you come show me where it's thinning. It's not thinning.
He'll show you something.
I'm not there yet. However, so I did that. It sucked balls. However, one friend did come through and she took me out for wings and drinks, which is great at some random like Ricky's bar. Not my scene.
That place is awesome. I mean, definitely sucks, but those wings are pretty good.
Yeah, well, I mean, we had the Hennessy barbecue wings, which was like an acquired taste. It was really thick, and
I think you have to be black for that.
Exactly, but the lemon pepper was the shit.
Oh yeah, always.
Lemon pepper, and you can't beat that. And it says you can mess these with. And then we had these drinks. I had this bomb ass coconut drink, and it was great. It wasn't sweet. It was refreshing. It was delicious. great time. So yeah, that's pretty much it for me. All right, so we're gonna move on to nothing. So without further ado, episode 124 starts now. But first, subscribe to our podcast. It's the right thing to do. We're moving on to the Fresh Scent. Geek Bros approved movies of the week. We've got A Quiet Place Part 2. Follow the deadly events at home. The Abbott family must now face the terrors of the outside world as they continue to fight for their survival in silence. Forced to venture into the unknown, they quickly realize that the creatures that hunt by sound are not the only threats that lurk beyond the sand path. So I put this there because I liked part one. Part one was great. It was eerily quiet. And even though I went with somebody who just tried to talk through the entire thing and I kept telling him to shut up because it was embarrassing. But as if no, seriously, she was because you don't look, there's talking in a movie, but then there's talking in a movie that's intentionally silent. So anything you say is even louder. And she's just like, why would they have a baby when they're, I said, stop, shh, quiet.
She was one of those people that's like, yo, quiet down in front or just shut the
yeah, pretty much. It was funny.
annoying.
I mean, eventually she stopped because I gave her a look like, look, seriously, I'm gonna walk out of here if you shut up. It's
you will watch this movie by yourself.
So
it's like that scene in the first scary movie.
I don't remember. I mean, I saw the first scary movie, I just don't remember what it was. So, but thanks for that reference. It's not dated at all. But yeah, so any of you saw Quiet Place Part 2 yet?
No.
I didn't even watch the first one, so I
really? Why not?
Dude, it's good.
Dude, just the idea of it. Just the idea of it is great.
You know what it was? Bird Box. Is that what it is? The Sandra Bullock movie?
I didn't watch that.
Yeah, that kind of turned me off to that whole,
Not the same thing though.
I didn't think it was, but I don't know. But this one got a part 2, so I think I just watched the first one and then I watched the second one.
I mean, the concept is the same. It's just in a quiet place you have to be mute, and in Bird Box you have to be blind. So I mean, it's pretty much it. But no, it was good movie. So I don't know. Anybody intend to watch it? I mean, I don't know about you, man. Maybe it should drag you over, man, to come over and watch A Quiet Place Part 1, which is a good excuse to do a Shut Up, I Love It and a Geek Bros review back to back.
You know what, man? Don't tell me Shut Up, I Love It, because I sent you a really good Shut Up, I Love It, and it never happened.
When did you send me a Shut Up, I Love It? I haven't asked you guys for a Shut Up, I Love It in a long time.
No, but I sent you one.
You did?
A long time ago when Uber Eats first started that whole the whole battling between two actors, and it was Mark Hamill and Sir, what's his name? I don't know why I can't.
Patrick Stewart?
Yes, Sir Patrick Stewart.
When did you send
that commercial? I sent you that a long time ago. As soon as I saw that first commercial, I sent it to you.
If you find that, send it to me. I'll edit it. I'll do it. Why not? I mean, it's who cares? I got nothing else to add to put out there, but I don't remember ever getting that. Ever getting that.
I bet there's somebody out there right now thinking, man, I wish Vibe would tell me, shut up, I love it.
That just doesn't work. No, listen, I don't wanna. I mean, listen, don't bring her up because I mean, shoot, I didn't see her.
I didn't bring anybody up either.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh, is there? Are we talking about who? What?
No, nobody. That's what we're talking about. Nobody exactly because shoot. All right, we're gonna move on to the actual topics now. I'm scrolling past the RJ effect. I'm scrolling past the Darth side of the moon. I'm scrolling past Man side piece all the way down to the Cure for Your Common Day. The first one we're going to talk about is Wonder Woman 1984 review. Now, who watched this movie? Everybody did. Fantastic. Let's get your reviews of it. Let's start with Darflex. And Darflex, did you ever watch the original?
I did. Remember, I watched it later last year.
Okay, good.
Yeah, compared to the first one, this one was dog shit. Now here's the very, very important, I think the best part of this movie is that
the rape.
Gal Gadot is fucking ridiculously hot.
She is, but I didn't fall in love with her like I did in the first movie. The first movie, I fell in love with her.
Yeah, she was kind of cunty in this one, but the movie, I don't know, it just seemed so far out of what it just seemed too Fast and Furious-y. And
or Batman and Robin.
Did we lose
Yeah.
Flex?
No.
Okay.
I'm here. I'm here. Sorry. And then what else? Yeah, that Goldar thing I was not feeling at all.
Oh, her. But that thing fits so good though. It hugged all the right places. But
Yeah, but it's just
no, it was impractical. I
Hold on, give
I
me
don't get
one
the
moment.
Okay.
You guys continue. I'm gonna say here, Melissa. My grandma's just calling me.
Okay, sounds good. All right, man, your review of Wonder Woman 1984.
I agree. It was pure garbage. I didn't enjoy it as I did the first one. This one, and the reason why I brought up the whole Batman and Robin is because it was like they plugged in too many villains all at once, even though there was just the two. But it was like the two of them should have had their own separate storylines, not merged into one. And it ended up
That's called upping the ante, you know. And it was
But
technically
did
there
it
was
the
two
wrong way.
villains. Technically, there was two villains in movie 1 too. You had
right,
the
but they did it right somewhat.
Okay.
They kind of meshed well. This was
Actually there was three
garbage.
villains. Three villains in the first movie. It was Dr. Poison, that general guy that was a fake out for Ares, and then Ares. It was three bad guys. So they went down one for this movie.
Shit, I think I have to watch that again. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's been too long. But yeah, I thought this was absolute garbage. I didn't enjoy it at all. I watched it when it first came out on HBO Max. So I've got I there's the holes obviously, but I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. I don't remember liking it. I watched it the one time, as I'll never watch this shit again.
I agree. It's not a movie to rewatch. That's true.
No.
You know what? It's funny because I didn't hate it as much as I expected to hate it. Now, this is one of the movies where I wasn't going to watch it anytime soon. So I listened to the reviews of the movie before I watched the movie, and it made it sound like just what you guys are saying, like it was absolutely terrible. So I guess my I was expecting the absolute worst, and because it really wasn't that to me, I have a lighter view on it. I didn't love it. I think that Gal Gadot's acting in it was significantly worse.
Mm-hmm.
You know me, I'm a stickler for lore and continuity, and this broke the DCU continuity because she wasn't. They claimed she disappeared for 100 years, and I'm sorry. You save somebody just because you do this. Shh, doesn't mean that you're not going to be known and remembered for that you popped up 60 years later. So I'm just saying, but I kind of understood Max Headroom, or Max whatever his name is, character. A father who down on his luck or wants to be something more, doesn't want to be seen like a loser. I identified with that because of how I feel with my reality right now, and I could see in another world, in a fictitious world, me going in that direction, losing my mind, saying, "Look, I gotta make something happen. And I'll do what I need to do." Listen, him chasing after some random seeing stone is no different than me wearing these feng shui bracelets, where I'm trying to, suck the positive energy out of the world because I'm so desperate for change at some point. Sometimes I feel so desperate for change. I will seek out something spiritual, something enlightening, something different. So when he started desperately searching for this stone, and when he said I wanted to be the stone, and he got a taste of what he wanted, most people will fall off. So I identify with that character. I identify with that. Cheetah, I don't like. I don't like. What's her name? Kristen Hedwig.
Christine Wiig.
Christine Wiig. I don't really like her as an actress. I'm being
She's
real.
a comedian. That's the problem.
I know,
and this has been my number one thing as a comedian person, or as a comedic person, I should say. When you land a semi big role to a comedian and it's serious, and it sucks, because that was not good acting at all.
She just reminds me of the same character from Ghostbusters, which is the same character from every other movie I've seen her in. Like, I didn't see anything. All I saw was her, and I didn't like anytime she was on screen. I just kind of rolled my eyes. I couldn't stand it. Oh God, the CGI for Cheetah
it was crap too.
Awful.
It was
I don't
awful,
know who
and-
signed off on that. Why they thought that looked good. That looked terrible. And it lasted.
And the armor, her Ares armor, whatever the hell it is. What did that last? Like 2 seconds in that damn movie?
Pretty
Like
much.
it had absolutely no use in that shit. That's why I didn't. That
Right. I don't.
Why
yeah.
even have it in there? It made no sense.
I don't get it either. I don't, because I think by the time she put on that armor, she had already renounced her wish, so she got her powers back. So she didn't need that armor for anything but as a showpiece. And for what? Cheetah wasn't that strong, was she? Like, I'm just being real. Like,
Not after
what was the threat?
she got her powers back.
I mean, let's be reasonable. She fought Ares in the last movie in her regular outfit. Why did she need to don the gold whatever just to fight Cheetah? That was it, and took it off right afterwards. So I didn't get that.
And then the one thing that, again, as a follower of lore, as you say, what is the one thing that Wonder Woman is known to have done that she still didn't do in this movie?
Oh God, I don't
fly, dude. Fly.
She did kind of fly.
She soared. That's not the same thing.
she's
what do they say?
Gliding in style.
Yeah.
She glided in style. Gliding in style.
She didn't fly. It's so stupid. Like she used the whip as momentum and then just.
You didn't think that when she lassoed the lightning, that wasn't the hottest shit ever?
I mean, that was cool. Like probably the coolest part of the movie. Like it's like, oh, I'm gonna lasso some clouds. Like, you know, Spider-Man can't do that shit. If he's out in the open, he's fucked.
Yeah, you're right. It's just no.
No trees, nothing. I'm grounded. And
right,
I'm saying because I got the shirt on.
So let's get to the controversial part, which I have to be honest with you, I didn't think about this at all until I started listening to other reviews. But for lack of a better word, Gal Gadot raped a man. Okay, that's what they're all saying. Okay, so spoiler alert: when they brought back Steve Trevor, but they put him in some other guy's body. Mm-hmm. So what you're seeing is the other guy's body. Now I don't know if she was imagining his skin over this guy, or per the wish, that's what she saw him, but didn't see the guy. I'm not sure about it right now. I mean, I'm not exactly sure whether.
Yeah, it's funny. I didn't think about it that way either.
But his simple fact is she knew and mentioned it. You know, how did this monkey's paw thing put my boyfriend in another man's body, and you slept with him, and you had him out of his life for however many days to help you out. You know, sure, you relinquish your wish, but in all honesty, this guy's consciousness disappeared for however long it was, a couple of days, a couple of weeks, whatever it was. Now that's basically what it is. That's what's trending. It's
rape.
It's that Gal Gadot. Sorry, that Wonder Woman raped a guy. So
that's stupid.
Yeah.
Let's not even bring this shit up. I mean, why
is it stupid? No, because it does make it is something that I didn't care about or even recognize or even consider while I was watching the movie. But when you think about it, it
happened.
Though she got a wish, and instead of bringing his corpse back, they put his consciousness in some other dude's body, and she just jumped at the chance. Didn't question. There wasn't a single hesitation after he said, "Diana, Steve." That was it. There was no, but you don't look like him. Blah 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 blah. You even went to the guy's house and was raiding his closet with no hesitation whatsoever.
Yep.
I mean, I know, Flex, you want to move on from this, but it's kind of it's there, and it's kind of weird. It's a weird choice. And by the way, Patty Jenkins wrote this movie. She wrote and directed it. So she wrote the scene. She said, "This is fine. We can work with this," as opposed to just letting him do a little Night of the Living Dead. Let his hand pop up and it just reskins itself. I don't care, but you consciously chose to put this guy in another man's body. It's kind of weird, and then to act
nice
and to act like it's all fine. Man, give me your opinion.
He's lucky.
No, you're goddamn right. However, you don't even know if he consented to this. You know, is he attracted to Gal Gadot's body? He probably is.
Well, I'm gonna say that like 99% chance he's okay with this.
No, what if he doesn't identify as
as a
that.
straight person.
Exactly.
Well, listen, it's 1984. That
and
kind
be
of shit.
careful.
No,
didn't
that
exist
no, it
Be
didn't
careful.
exist, but it was on a DL.
No,
It was
no,
there.
it existed. It just wasn't spoken about.
Exactly.
Remember,
Right.
Jen, we're in Pride Month right now, so be careful how you word these things. Okay.
Okay. Well, that's why I'm wearing my little fluid bandana.
I thought you were just repping.
It
for the
would have been
homies.
great if there was cameras. You could have at least had kept some footage to think about at night.
Oh, who for the guy?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
they
like-
say
like-
he's,
Dude.
Look what you did, bro. Look what you did.
well, he did. He
That guy
remember,
got
you.
at the
That got
end.
you.
At the end, he appeared next to her and was like, "Oh, ha ha ha," because he's smiling, standing next to her, that makes everything okay. But I mean, he had to have woken up and realized he had missing time. Had to.
Could you imagine like him thinking in his head like, man, I would hit that so hard. But like little does he know
that there's a baby in the oven and it's his.
yeah.
Oh, that'd be horrible.
Could you imagine?
Mm-mm.
Could you imagine? I don't know. But again, I'm being very honest with you. Again, when I was watching the movie, this thought didn't pop in my mind at all. It's only after I watched other reviews that they mentioned it, and I was like, wait a minute, oh shit, that actually happened. That's
Yeah.
real. That
Makes
was
sense.
written, and nobody. But then again, like I said, I watched it and I didn't think about anything until afterwards. So I don't know. It was interesting. Final thoughts on Wonder Woman 1984.
They should go a darker route. Like Zack
How?
Snyder's Wonder Woman. I don't know. I mean, a little bit more violence, a bit more blood, less romance. And if there's gonna be more romance, at least get like side boob or like ass cheek.
You want a sex scene? That's basically what you said.
Although there's not really
Tasteful,
much
tasteful,
for her to
tasteful
offer,
sex
but
What do you mean it's not much
Yeah.
to offer?
I mean, as far as like I guess endowment goes,
Oh, okay.
it's not much on both front and rear, but I would like to see a much more violent and much more Themyscira centered Wonder Woman. This one was just too like, it felt like I was watching like a heist movie, man. It's just not what I wanted.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
It's kind of like, what if Vin Diesel produced Wonder Woman?
One last ride. I don't know. I think you're going a little far with that. I don't think it was that bad, but
That's what she told the guy after she saw him.
that's exactly what she said. Whispered into his ear. Man, final thoughts.
Whatever they were going for in this movie, they need to never do that again.
It's about truth.
it.
It's
Yeah.
about accepting truth and not cutting corners. That's what they're going for, and they nailed it.
Yeah, they
But-
nailed it, but it was just horrible.
Based on what you said, it seems like it was rape is okay unless you're a woman. Huh. So whatever.
Rape is okay unless it's provided by a wish.
Listen, allegedly, men can't get raped because you
Well,
have to.
I think what they're saying is something we all agree. Rape is okay if Gal Gadot is the one doing it.
I absolutely agreed. Absolutely agreed. Yeah, no, man agrees. I don't even say that. You agree. You don't even try. You. Yeah. I mean, last thoughts. I mean, I didn't think the movie was that bad. I mean, I didn't. I'm never gonna watch it again.
Same.
There's a lot of things about it that makes that kind of maybe like Steve Trevor. It's because he was able to pilot in World War II or I. He could fly a jet.
Yeah, that's
Apparently.
not how that works. That's not how that works.
Are you sure?
I mean, listen. I mean, that is the exact moment I checked out of the movie because I'm just like, no. Do you see all those buttons? No, there's no way. It was a good analogy. They said that this movie is basically saying that a little girl on a tricycle, because she knows how to use a tricycle, can then get on a motorcycle and ride. That's basically the analogy they gave.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, because
The United States had no jets during that time.
oh, they did it.
Only the Germans did. No, the Germans were the ones who first engineered the jet, like the fighter jet, during the World War II. They, if you notice the movies, the United States only had propeller
in the
fighter
80s?
planes. No. During Steve's time.
Oh no,
he
right,
was actually
exactly.
alive.
So he wouldn't know how to pilot.
Yeah,
it.
no.
Right.
Not at all. He should have fucking crashed and burned.
Exactly. They both should crash and burn. And then that awkward
He would have died again.
fireworks scene, I just didn't get that. It's like, we've got to go stop him. Fireworks, pretty. Like,
Yeah.
Invisible plane.
And the invisible thing, the invisible plane, that was really. I mean, no, you know what though? I'll give him credit. I like how they brought that out. It was like a power she had, even though it came out of nowhere and it never came back up again. So, uh, and I actually really enjoyed the beginning scene, even though it made absolutely no sense. 'Cause, with the gauntlet, with her being like the bestest ever as a little kid and whatever, but I didn't hate the movie. I didn't hate the movie. It was nowhere as good as Wonder Woman World War One, whatever. It it was Gal Gadot's acting kind of sucked. The scenario kind of sucked.
I feel like they just gave her like all her lines were just straight one-liners throughout the
Well,
movie.
I mean, do you think she was ever a good actor? Like this isn't me like knocking her, but like
she was fantastic in Wonder Woman. Listen, I forgot it was Gal Gadot in Wonder Woman, and that's what I say. Whenever I watch a movie, and I forget that the actor is playing the character, like here's another example. For whatever reason, Brad Pitt and Troy. I forgot after all that was Brad Pitt because he was just that was it. He was playing that character. He was playing Achilles. So that's what I like when the actor actress disappears into the role. She disappeared into the role for me, you know, in Wonder Woman, the original. She just did, and
I think it's because I've seen her in too many movies.
She hasn't been in that many movies.
Yeah, but she plays the same character in every single movie she's in.
I don't.
Yeah.
Maybe just. I disagree. I mean, at least when it comes to Wonder Woman, the first one, she played it. She was cute. She was a fish out of water. The way she looked and smiled and just made your heart sink. And
Fast and Furious.
Look, no, but I wasn't attracted to her in Fast and the Furious.
But that's the same. That's what Flex is saying. It was like pretty much the same thing. Like she
no,
came on the scene.
It wasn't.
She's like, "Oh, I'm super sexy. Everybody, turn your eyes and look at me."
She was not being super sexy.
I have special skills,
she was
and
being,
somehow
she was being sweet. She was being naive. She was being cute. She wasn't being a seductress. She wasn't trying to be any of that stuff. But
did you just not say she raped a man? That happened with seduction, my man.
That is, I'm talking about Wonder Woman 1. I'm talking about the first movie. I'm not talking about the second movie. That was seduction. She just, they had a boner for each other. And before they could get it in, he blew up in a plane. So what do you expect? Okay, he didn't get.
They got it in. They got it in.
They did Wonder Woman 1?
In their first movie. Yeah.
Are you sure?
That one time they stayed in that like peasant camp before they went in to raid the airfield.
After we watched that, I thought it was they only kiss. I didn't think they got it in. I thought,
bro, listen, the kiss was the implication that they got it in. You honestly think you're gonna kiss her and not do it?
I gotta watch it.
They were in the same bed.
I have to watch it again. Then I don't remember that. I thought that I thought okay, the reason why they hopped into bed immediately was because they finally got that boner off from that explosion. But if they did, then yeah, she really should have stopped for a minute and been like, that's not your dick. So. Oh, well. All right. So that's it. We're going to move on to Star Wars, The Bad Batch thus far. Gentlemen, are we all caught up on The Bad Batch?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. How do we feel about it thus far? Flex. Or Man. I don't know. Whoever.
I don't know. You can go.
Last week's episode.
Yeah.
Not this past Friday. The one before that. What was it? Stranded or whatever it was?
Yeah.
That was a straight filler episode, 100%. It was. I had no point. No. I was clueless the entire time. I lost train of thought the entire episode.
You didn't like the nods to Attack of the Clones, the exact even down to the sound effects were from Attack of the Clones.
No, man, like it was just straight. Like it should have just been called filler. Like that should have been the title.
But the last couple episodes have been filler, though. I'm just being honest.
But
the only
they've been touch and go. This one was straight filler. Straight filler.
You don't think the last one that we just watched that wasn't straight filler? That had absolutely nothing to do with anything. All it did was set up another question. That this would set up a question. Okay, well, who is she talking to? And they brought back those. I hate those characters from the last season of Clone Wars. Yeah. The one before that you're referring to?
The Puerto Rican sisters. Yeah, the one
before this one, yeah. The one before that you're referring to, there was another she was talking to somebody. That's another question. But none of these things progressed the story in any way. The only other episode that progressed the story, in my opinion, was when Crosshair came back and the replacements or the whatever it's called. The
indoctrinated.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So that was the only other episode besides episode 1 that I could say, okay, that that progresses story along. It's just they're all filler for
Well,
right now.
there's something going on with Wrecker's head.
Yeah, but they're that's a
I
slow.
think he just has CTE, and
That's a
that's the real
slow
thing.
drip. They're doing a slow drip.
Yeah, they're it's a
Well,
that's,
that's how CTE works.
What's that?
Chronic traumatic encephalopathy.
Okay, that's I don't know what that means, but
It's like what football players and fighters get from so many concussions, which for sure Wrecker has had tons of concussions
well, correct.
based
But
on the
he
dumb shit he
said
does.
in the last episode, good soldiers follow orders, kind of thing. So it's clear they're messing with that, but it's a slow drip.
Mm.
I mean, there was 4 episodes that they've been referring to it, and one episode he didn't even have a headache. Was it? I think it was the episode with what you got no headache at all. All of a sudden, the headache comes back. I'm just like, yeah.
I kind of wish they would stop trying to connect everything that's been coming up. Like,
I agree.
that's first of all, okay, like the funny thing. All right, whatever. Okay,
the what thing?
the Asian chick from the Mandalorian. I'm like, all right,
No,
okay, that's
There's
fine. But now
so many
these Puerto
others.
Rican chicks, like, yo,
I said it's like I told my son. So we're watching it, and these girls pop up, and I didn't recognize them at first.
I did with that stupid Puerto Rican voice. No offense, man.
He goes, oh, it's them. I'm like, them who? And I'm like, oh no. And after we're done, I looked at him and said, this is space, right? Like this is not like I said. I told myself I could go to New York right now and not bump into anybody ever I've met. That's just a city. Why is it that in space everybody's bumping into these characters that will appear later on? I understand interconnectivity, but it has to make sense. They're in space. It could have been any bounty hunter. It could have been anybody whatsoever. It didn't have to be those two ladies.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, keep going.
I was gonna say what's crazy. So far, the theme that we have accepted over the years is that in just about everything, pretty sure in everything, we see either R2, C-3PO, or both of them.
yeah.
Like
yeah.
that I'm okay with.
But that's just tradition, That's just that's an inside. That's a wink and a nod. That's an inside joke. Just like I have a bad feeling about this. That's for the audience, and I get that. They weren't in Solo, by the way.
See, like seeing Caleb. What's his? Freddie Prinze Jr. character that made sense.
Yeah, that could make sense. Yes, I could work with that. Sure.
Like if we were to see, we haven't seen Leia. Like if we see Leia, that makes sense.
No, right. How? Because they're not part of the rebellion. Why would Leia run across the Bad Batch? For what reason? She's in the Senate right now. She's a senator. They're not going anywhere near Coruscant. There's no reason because they're going to be doing the seedy stuff. There's no reason to run across Leia.
You're right. But it would make more sense in these Puerto Rican chicks.
I guess. Yeah.
And like, all right. So in the last episode, who do you think this Puerto Rican chick is talking to?
Oh, Bail Organa. It's Bail Organa.
Not Ahsoka.
If they bring Ahsoka, if Ahsoka pops up in the Bad Batch, I stop watching from that episode on.
Is it Ahsoka but portrayed by it's like a CGI Rosario Dawson.
Check it out. Can you imagine? And they give her and they get rid of Ashley Eckstein's voice and give Rosario Dawson's voice. Fuck that. I'm telling you right now. Okay, I am Ahsoka fatigued. That's it. The book, the pretty much 2/3 of the final season was about her. She was in a Mandalorian. She's getting her own show. Everybody loves Ahsoka. Okay, that's it. I'm done. Enough. Let her character breathe a little bit. Let her disappear for us a little bit and let's have some questions. I would prefer you having Grand Admiral Thrawn pop up in everything long before Ahsoka.
But he's a good character, though. He can fit anywhere.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
But you're shoehorning Ahsoka. You're going to burn us out. I mean, it's no. It better not be Ahsoka. It's Bail Organa. Clearly,
who I much rather see, and I guess this would probably be kind of vague for the non-traditional fans, but like replace a majority of the cameos they made with Delta Squad from Republic Commando. Have them hunt down the Bad Batch or some shit like that.
That'd be pretty cool.
That'd be dope.
Pretty cool. But nobody's hunting the Bad Batch. That's the thing. They're not hunted.
Crosshair, isn't he?
No.
Yeah.
Crosshair. The last time Crosshair, when you saw Crosshair, you saw him sitting in his bunk, feeling sad because these new normies are there. There's no actual. It's not like Rebels where they had Inquisitors hunting them down in every other episode. There's nobody hunting the Bad Batch. And there's no order that I remember. It's just okay. We're gonna find them. Whatever.
What if
No, but they're tracking Omega though.
Who is?
Omega.
Not. Maybe the Kaminoans are, but not.
Maybe that person who Rafaela, whatever her name was talking to, was Darth Maul. Little nod to Solo.
Ah. Well, you think Darth Maul? What would Darth Maul want with battle
Omega?
droids? No, battle droids.
Battle
Remember,
droids?
they went to get the head of a battle droid control guy so they can get control the battle droids that were in there. So what would he want with that? He wouldn't want anything with that. I think it's
Part of his own army.
I don't see him using droids though. I think he would be dismissive of that. I think it's Bail Organa because a droid army, even though it would look really bad because you'd be just like bring out a separatist, it's something.
It's Jar Jar Binks.
Because the rebellion is very, very new at this point. I think the rebellion at this point is like 5 senators who are like, we don't really like this kind of thing. Just because. So I get why they'd want that as a backup or something, or maybe to hide it on Alderaan. But the show so far is doing this for me.
Yeah,
it's going down. I mean, it's great. It's great for season 8 of the Clone Wars, random stuff. But what was so good about the Clone Wars was that it was an anthology. It bounced around. You don't really get tired too much. And they had little arcs here and there. But I'm tired of following the Bad Batch. I've been tired. Remember, I was never on board with them. I was never like, oh my god, they're the shit. I thought it was cool, their little arc, and that's all they deserved. It was a 4-episode arc. They didn't need a whole series for themselves.
Do you know
one season?
Do you know what kind of makes me sad is I think this is a missed opportunity, right? These characters, right? Not necessarily what we're seeing now, but like the concept of the Bad Batch. This would have been a perfect opportunity for a TVMA animated Star Wars series.
Yes.
Because I mean, the characters that they're physically, right? Like the aesthetics of them scream like
ruthlessness.
A ruthlessness on like old school adult action movies.
Yeah.
Like man, like like you got this like Rambo and like Arnold Schwarzenegger characters, like they're silly kids.
But then they saddle them in with this toddler. And,
no, but that makes sense. I mean, look at the movie Commando.
It's the most irresponsible thing in the world. They're bringing her on missions, live fire missions. It is most every time she's out there, I'm like, why is she in the field? She's a kid. This is irresponsible. Okay, you guys ceremoniously said she's part of the group. It's irresponsible. Not only can she die, but she's a what's it called? A wild card. She has no training. She doesn't know what you guys are doing. She could easily get you guys could screw up the whole mission and get you guys caught or killed. Every episode that she is let out of that ship, I yell to the screen, "Why is she coming? Come on, give me a break." It doesn't make any sense. It is the most, and I get it. You guys want it. It's for the kids, so they can put themselves in this girl and blah blah blah. Pew, pew, pew. Come on, no, it is irresponsible and makes no sense. No sense. Grogu with the Mandalorian, I get it. He had no choice. There's nobody else to watch it for the most part.
He's also 50.
Who exactly? And he had powers, by the way. But when the Mando had to do something, he would leave the child with somebody or somewhere. He didn't bring it with him all the time. So let's be reasonable. And that was a baby, 50-year-old, but a baby. He had a sense to say, yeah, this is not the time to have this floating egg following me. You stay here, or let me give it to some random scruffy person on Tatooine. Fine. And back to what you're saying, these rough TVM for mature soldiers should not, and they should perform, tolerate this girl coming with them on any mission. They should be yelling at her, saying, "Fuck off, stay inside the ship." I'm just saying that if you're gonna say that they should be the Rambo killing blood, then they should be like looking at this kid saying, "We don't know why you're here. We don't want you around, but we got no choice. Stay your hand on the ship."
Yeah, they could have definitely taken away like the animated animation, like the cartoonish, and made it a bit more realistic and had a fantastic fucking like, okay, at least like T for teen show. There's something a little bit more violent, a little bit more serious. This would have been a perfect opportunity. Like what you said, that one scene you liked in Solo, this could have been that.
Oh my God, could you imagine? Could you imagine if we got that scene as an entire series? Oh,
Yeah.
God, it'd been great. Just having them go around wrecking fools. You know, you betrayed me. Bam. Come on now. They're being blackmailed by some alien. They should have shot this person and moved on with their life.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Let's be reasonable. They're
Pretty
Clone
much.
Force 99. They wreck fools. I mean, get it. Yeah, sure, they have a conscience. You're gonna let this person blackmail you? You shoot them in the head, and you take the credits and you move on. You're on the run. You don't have time for this shit. So this is what's bothering me about this series is that they gave them humanity way too soon. They should have been rough and gruff, and sure, by the end they have humanity, or there's you see the softer side of them, but they're really soft. To be this soft and to be like the best Clone Force, they would have been dead a long time ago. I'm just being
Oh
real.
yeah. No,
100%.
you're right. 100%.
So they weren't
And
this
plus-
soft.
Humanity isn't this soft either.
Exactly. Exactly. You know, when you put somebody, what is it when you put like you corner an animal, they get wild. Like I said, they're gonna fight. These guys are cornered. They're stuck. They're screwed. Their people are being hunted. They lost one of their members. Now's not the time to be like, I want to give her a little space on the ship so she feels like it's home. What the fuck is going on? You guys are being hunted.
You know what?
tell her
She
to
needs
find
a
a
dad. She needs a
Yeah.
dad. Let's
Needs
give
a
her
dad.
4.
You know,
Let's give her 4.
you point to us that you sit right there. That's your corner. Don't move until it's food time. I mean, and I'm not. I mean, it sounds bad, but the characters you presented to me in the first 4 episodes of the Clone Wars would
Yep.
not be this soft this soon. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So yeah, so far I was really, the first episode was brilliant, spectacular. I loved every minute of it. And if it wasn't for that first episode, I would have been checked out by now. I'd have been like, nah, I'm good. So I'm hoping that the final episode is going to be really good, even though I don't know what they're working toward. There's questions up in the air. There's who is Omega? What is the Kaminoans thing? What is the point of Tarkin and them switching off? Who's that bounty hunter talking to? Who's the Puerto Ricans talking to? Like, I get it, all these mysteries, fantastic. But you just like, I mean, I don't know what their names are. I can't even remember. They were so
Puerto Rican,
forgettable.
that's appropriate. Dude,
They were
I love it.
They were
The Puerto
so
Rican.
they were so forgettable, dog. But when they popped up on screen, I didn't know who they were. They were in 4
Puerto Rican
episodes. They were in 4 episodes of the last,
Space Ricans.
and I didn't know who they were. I was like, what? I said, and because they revealed them, and it was like the way they revealed them. It's supposed to be some big, oh, it's you. But I was like, who are these people? Like, I don't get it. Are they just giving faces to random workers?
Oh shit.
Anyway, so what do you guys think about the Bad Batch thus far?
I mean, at this point, it's like I forget to watch it on Fridays.
Damn.
So
Yeah, I'm not watching.
like,
I'm not watching on
I
Fridays
actually
either.
saw it today. Like today, I finished the last part of the episode.
I watched it yesterday. Yeah.
And not because oh shit, the podcast. I'm like oh wait, it came out. Duh.
Yeah, exactly. The excitement's gone. I'm like, I'm not. All right, guys, sit your behind down. We're gonna have dinner and watch the Bad Batch. I'm just like, okay, well, another episode came out. Oh yeah, you want to watch it now? Yeah, sure.
Which is sad because I mean, Dave Filoni has done very well, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
in the past. So I don't know. I mean, fuck, Dave. If you're listening, rewatch The Mandalorian and then watch The Witcher. Meet in somewhere in the middle with that.
I think he saw this differently in his head. You know what I'm saying? I think when he introduced the characters, he saw this going differently. But when he realized, I'm going for an anthology series. Yeah, Rebels is kind of Rebels, but how do I do Rebels but post Clone Wars with the same characters kind of? I think he saw it differently in his head. But it's the same premise. It's just Star Wars Rebels. It's just Star Wars Rebels, but with a bunch of clones post Revenge of the Sith. And that's not a good enough premise to hold a show if you don't have something else propping it up.
Dave, why?
So
He was probably like sitting at home looking at fucking Jon Favreau. Like, Jesus Christ, you think Rebels was good? Check this shit out. Bad Batch.
and by the way, Star Wars Resistance was the exact same thing too. It was just them on the
Existence.
run. In season 2, they were on the run. So I'm just like,
Yes, Queen.
I mean, you guys, it's the same thing, and I mean, and you guys are all aping this from the Last Jedi because they were on the run. So
Now, Dave Filoni did have a hand in the Mandalorian, correct?
yeah, he's a huge.
So
fan.
what the fuck, man?
He's a
What
huge
the
fan.
fuck?
But he's being guided by Favrolicious, so it's different. It's different.
We need to get Quentin Tarantino to direct Bad Batch. God damn it, bro.
Oh, that'd be a ridiculous episode. That'd be so.
It definitely wouldn't be on Disney Plus.
No, it would be one of those premiere access.
They could put it
You
on
pay for it,
on
and you got
Miramax.
age. Miramax.
Put it on Hulu.
Yeah, I mean that's what Disney did with Pulp Fiction. It's a Disney movie, so they just put it on Miramax.
Oh, that's cool. That's true. All right, so Man, your final thoughts on the Bad Batch thus far?
Fuck Space Ricans.
Yeah. Besides that,
It's gonna happen one day.
so,
Yeah,
like,
I'm completely losing interest. Like you guys, I didn't watch it on Friday, and I actually am halfway through the latest episode today. I just realized that. That's how unimportant it was to me. Like I was
Yeah.
like, wait, I remember stopping it when the girl showed up, and there was like a little bit, and then I was like, yeah, I got something else to do. I'm just gonna go do that. I never finished the episode. So yeah, these last few episodes have been
yes,
I can't even like
flatlining
it's
for me.
horrible. Like I'm dead right now. Like that I don't care at this point. So I don't know what to do. I'm scared.
And that's that. So I already move on to something. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm the only person watching this or watched this, but it was great. The Mighty Ducks Game Changers review. After failing to make the cut to join the new powerhouse Mighty Ducks junior hockey team, 12-year-old Evan's mom encouraged him to form a new team of underdogs, with the help of Gordon Bombay, the Ducks' original coach. Now, I love this series. Okay, I love it so much. It's like Cobra Kai for the Mighty Ducks universe, if you want to call it like that. It's a great series. It's yes, it is for kids, clearly for kids. But I enjoy it. I enjoy the drama. I enjoy I enjoy that Emilio Estevez is back. I didn't like that they regressed his character. I felt like he was in a great place in D3 Mighty Ducks, but they regressed his character. I guess they need to regress his character, give him an arc, and I get it. And they do explain why he regressed, but he was a lawyer, then he had to go be a coach, stayed as a coach, went back to being a lawyer. Then in continuity wise, he went back to being a coach, pulled some strings for a particular player, and got himself kicked out of being a coach, and then got sent back, and then he just went back to his old home, to this old rink that's in all the movies, and he just started doing that. Why didn't he just go back to being a lawyer? I just didn't understand it. But other than that, the series is fun and it's cute, and I enjoy the nonsense between it. And it's funny how they made, and basically like just like in Cobra Kai, they made the Mighty Ducks. The Mighty Ducks is now an institution. Gordon Bombay has nothing to do with it, and the Mighty Ducks are bullies. They're bullies. Their captain, their coach is a bully. It's just terrible, and slowly but surely, you see a little bit of humanity. I mean, even in the last episode, spoiler, you get that whole like hesitation when a coach is like, break some bones, and you're like, well, what do I have to? So I liked it. I liked the whole idea of taking an established franchise and seeing the other side of it, or turning the heroes into the villains. And there's even an episode where a few of the old Mighty Ducks characters come back just for an episode. No, Charlie doesn't show up for whatever reason. Maybe what's his name? What's his name? The guy that plays Charlie?
Froggy?
Huh? No. Froggy came back. No, Charlie, the guy who played, and he was Pacey.
Damn! I forget his name.
Yeah, maybe he's too cool to come back.
He's in Dawson's Creek.
Yeah. Maybe he's too cool to come back. I mean, they did name drop him though, but maybe he didn't come back.
I thought he was dead, man.
No, he's alive. Come on. So I assume, I know you guys haven't watched it, but I mean, as something to play in the background, or if you have any nostalgia for the Mighty Ducks, I recommend watching the series. It gives you the feels. It's even if it's just great for the background. it for me it began as just something to play in the background when I was playing SD Gundam Cross. Shout out to that game. But eventually the story became compelling enough, especially when you had the adults having issues, whether it be Gordon Bombay, the mystery of Gordon Bombay, or Evan's mom's story about her being used and abused at her job and stuff like that, and all the gossip. That stuff kind of was compelling. I was like, okay, I want to watch that. So there was, of course, teen angst, there's melodrama with the kids. You know, they're all, I think, junior high school or high school, and I get it, but it really was like the Cobra Kai of the Mighty Ducks. And so I recommend it. So that's my hot take on the Mighty Ducks Game Changers. Gents, if you want to add anything, you can. You probably don't, but maybe you guys should watch the trailer at least. Manny, you have no nostalgia for the Mighty Ducks?
I'm gonna be 100% completely honest with you. I do not remember shit about this movie.
All three movies are on Disney Plus.
Yes,
I watched all three of them and almost started the cartoons before the series came out.
Oh, the cartoons are so good. That I did enjoy. The cartoons are good.
So wow.
So yeah, I guess I got some homework.
But I mean, I would do it. I mean, I watched all three movies. Just. I mean, again, you don't need just like Cobra Kai. Really, you don't need to watch the movies to get the series. It's so far removed, except for Gordon Bombay. But what happened to him has absolutely nothing to do with the movies either. It's just a progression of the story. So it's not necessary at all. But it informs things, and actually, I think watching the movies might hurt. It hurts you watching the series just because you don't understand like why Gordon Bombay is the way he is, and even when you get the explanation, it's still like, huh? So, but other than that, it's great. So I recommend it. Flex, anything?
No.
Good stuff. I love it. All right, we're gonna go to open mic. I only want to bring this up because I just saw it. I thought it was fun. You know what I'm saying? It's in Jerusalem, a sinkhole swallows up parked cars. So I'm gonna share this. I want you guys to see this hot mess. It's kind of interesting. And there's no sound, so I don't gotta share the sound. There it is. Check it out, gentlemen. Look at this right here. Look at that. Look at that.
Jesus.
It's like Juancho the asshole.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
Like he's just inviting more. He's inviting more people to the party.
It's just a simple Friday night for Juancho.
That's what I'm saying. But you see this right here. That's the aerial view of it. And I've always been trying to figure out, how did this happen? Like there's nothing underneath this. You know.
You want to know how it happens? You know it happens a lot here in Florida, right?
Okay, right. So talk to me.
So basically, you're building a lot of heavy concrete on a soft foundation.
Right.
So Florida was just a huge marshland, and then they just kind of filled it.
Right.
So they just kind of filled it with some stuff, threw some concrete on it, and as years go by, the concrete erodes. You know, the tectonic plates move, everything shifts around, and eventually shit goes down. That's what's going on over there. It's simple geography stuff, bro. Like,
when did that happen?
When did this happen?
Yeah.
This is June 7th.
Fuck, it would have been cool like around like May 5th.
So May
could have been Sinkhole de Mayo. Okay.
No, I don't know. I don't know, bro. It seems like it seems too sudden for that explanation that you gave.
You're right.
I watched it at one of my old jobs. I watched the sinkhole actually happen. It just occurs that quickly because just the weight. I mean, think of taking a piece of paper, just loose leaf paper, and just keep piling stuff on top of it, heavy stuff. Eventually, it's just going to break. That's pretty much what happens with sinkholes. The concrete breaks because everything else underneath there just shifts.
It looks like to me like a vortex, like somebody just sucks it all the way down. It doesn't even look like it's breaking. It looks like some kind of force is pulling and eroding everything out into it. That's what it looks like to me.
Everything is just separating at that point. That's what's going on. It's just moving to the side. It's crazy.
That's what happens with my garden. Like every time I use Hugo culture, so I put stuff underneath, I decompose it, and eventually it just starts to sink down after the pressure and everything, and then the dirt just starts to come down, sediment. And Jeffrey didn't kill himself.
And with that being said, our last topic for this grand old episode: Love, Death, and Robots, Season 2, Episode 2, Ice. Two brothers join genetically modded locals in a deadly race. So if anybody watched this, basically, it's a bunch of kids. So all of them but one of them are genetically modded, and they're gonna go out and see some space whales, and they're gonna go mess with them. So what they do is
more Puerto Rican stupid.
right.
Shit.
So what they do is they go all the way out to the ice, to like
Parkour.
some spot. They mess with the whales, and then they just run. It's kind of like one of those I don't know what is it called? Not death defying. What is it called? You know what I'm talking about? Adrenaline rushes kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so and one of course one of the brothers who's he's not modded and everybody else is modded, so he feels like an outcast. Almost dies in the process. It's supposed to be like a heartwarming, like you're my brother, I wanted you to feel included kind of nonsense. That is probably the dumbest, most dangerous way to make your brother feel included. I mean, because come on now, you even saw at the end, spoilers, that he hurt himself, right? But he really didn't hurt himself. You remember? You saw
he
that
hurt himself. He healed up really quickly.
I don't think so. Because he didn't hurt himself at all. It was a ruse to give him like that. Hey, you can roll with us. You help me. You save me. Because healed up in what 5 seconds while being on his back. Come on, I don't think so.
Well, maybe they have fast healing. I mean, they are modded. Maybe
it's clear. It's clear that the way they focused on him not being able to walk just fine, and it cut back to the guy's face like, oh, I see what you did. Mm-hmm. It was clear that he was faking it. But like I said, there are other ways to make your to make your sibling feel included than risking his and your life.
You want to die today?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Flex, what did you think about Ice?
It was very pretty to look at. I honestly was very lost or whatever. To me, it's just a bunch of fucking kids doing parkour, and then they fuck around and find out. The whale scene, however, was probably the best part of the episode. Once I saw that, I forgot about everything and nothing else mattered. Like, fuck those kids. Those whales were the shit. I want to see more about those whales. Like, what the fuck is underneath there? Like, that was pretty cool.
Yes,
it's funny. That's pretty much all I have to say about this episode. I mean, it was nice to look at. I didn't care about the message. I thought it was kind of an obnoxious episode. It kind of annoyed me a little bit. When I saw the space whales, I was like, oh man, that's what those whales in Rebel should have looked like before they disappeared.
You know what the message is? That we should no longer keep whales in captivity. It's slavery.
Free Willy was a Free Willy message.
We need to shut down SeaWorld.
They weren't in captivity.
We need to shut. I know it's showing us the beauty of free whales.
Yes, that they can kill us.
Shut down SeaWorld. Well, yeah, of course. We're fucking soft pieces of flesh. More so you guys, but we need to close down Marine Land in Canada. We need to close down SeaWorld and Miami Seaquarium.
Yes. Okay. Thank you for your Blackfish TED Talk. All right. Well, I mean, there's really nothing else left. That's it for the podcast. You guys got anything else to say before we wrap this sucker up?
Nope.
Fantastic.
I'll be watching Mighty Ducks just to have an idea, so I don't sit here and look like yay.
I mean, you don't have to watch the movies to watch the series. The series is like it's really independent. It's a legacy series, but it has absolutely nothing to do with it at all. They don't even need to rely on flashbacks like Cobra Kai. Like they don't. It's not that tied into the movies at all. All right, so shameless promotion, gents. Before we rock it out, Flex, where can I find you?
You guys can find me on Darth_Flex on any social media platform.
Excellent. Man.
Man on Facebook and Man17093 on Twitter and IG.
You use Twitter? I didn't know that.
Yeah, not really.
Of course, you can find me, Viberev Studios, VIBEREV. I said that right. VIBEREVSCUTIOS. That's Instagram, Twitter.com, Facebook, YouTube. It's all there. I mean, just look it up. I got some stuff there. There's a lot of things there. You'll love it. You'll love it. And of course, you can find us collectively as a group. Geek Bros with a 0. That's GEKBR0S. That's Instagram and Twitter. You can do Geek Bros with a 0, GEKBR0S at yahoo.com. Email us. So far, the only email we've gotten was from Invasion from Planet Earth Utopia. And now that Man is regular, we get nobody else sending us dissertations. So please, by all means, send us something to read on air and comment. I promise I will start reading comments again once you guys start again, or something like that. I'll curate them. I'll do it, and I guarantee you that Flex will find some time in his MMA life to start doing Twitter polls again, so we can report on those whenever he has time. Of course, the first place you can find us. First place, WeBeGeeksPC.com, and of course the video recaps go up whenever I feel like it. YouTube.com/Vibro Studios. That's it for Keeping the Geek Bros podcast. And remember, geeking out still sounds this good.
Keeping up with the Geek Bros.